AI in Action is brought to you by Alldus International, covering your business's staffing, consulting, and networking needs. Our host brings you the leading minds in AI, sharing their story, their success, and their advice. Focusing on fast-tracking you to the top, AI in Action cuts through the hype to help you kickstart your data science career. To listen to the latest AI in Action podcast, head over to www.alldus.com/podcast or subscribe via iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Podcasts.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Alldus podcast. Today we are continuing with our digital transformation track with a focus on cloud and ServiceNow. Today we're lucky to host Martin Miller from Blackhawk Network. Martin currently holds the position of Director of Site Reliability Engineering and has kindly offered to talk us through his journey, offer us some advice and mentorship. He's also going to talk more about why ServiceNow is a key platform to Blackhawk in their business. Martin's a tenured leader. He's been in the cloud and SRE space, also worked within AI and data science. And over the last 6 years has held a multitude of roles that have been on both contract and consulting and permanent engagements. And he's held positions of director, VP, and interim CTO level. So we are excited to chat with him. And in this conversation, he'll be giving us an overview of his career, his role and responsibilities, again, how ServiceNow is adding value to Blackhawk, and some career advice and mentorship. So Martin, even welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you, Ben. Thank you for having me on today. This is a pleasure.
No, it's great, and I'm glad we could make it work. So, look, Martin, let's start by giving our listeners a bit of an overview of yourself. Can you talk us through your career?
Oh, sure. Well, a career, it's been a journey. I wish this on anyone that wants to accomplish a lot, reflect back on the great people, great products, and great services they've built. And that's reflecting back on myself. I've always been a builder of stuff. I enjoy developing software-driven solutions. I've been doing it from the early days with small little things that tell you how fast you're going on your bicycle to enterprise level and beyond. I cut my teeth as a hands-on software engineer with my requisite millions of lines of code written and carpal tunnel on both wrists to prove it. Putting that aside, I've climbed the corporate ladder a couple times. I stepped down once and I'm climbing again. I've worked in consumer products, network gear, diagnostic medical equipment, early days of internet and enterprise software solutions. And I currently manage SRE, Site Reliability Engineering, for Blackhawk Network with my attention on data-driven and AI solutions using a lot of machine learning.
Wow, there's a lot there. Awesome. And for those that don't know, Blackhawk Network, who are they?
And Blackhawk is known as the gift card company. You may not know us by brand, but you'll know the cards that you see in the grocery store and in the retail outlets. We are fundamentally a payment processor, and we process both physical and digital gift cards. My favorite, and thank you for asking, Ben, are Amazon gift cards. I love to get those because I'm a big consumer and having a lot of things delivered to my front door through COVID in boxes. So please use my email, send me some Amazon gift cards. I will appreciate it. All kidding aside, the gift card business is a great business to be in.
No, I can imagine, and probably driven quite heavily now as well from what we're seeing in the world. I know my credit card bill has probably gone down in general, but gone up when it comes to ordering things online. So I can and I, given what 4 out in the last few months for birthdays and that kind of thing. So yeah, I can imagine it's probably a great space to be in at the minute. So we said before, director of site reliability engineering, but can you give us more of an overview of your role and responsibilities in Blackhawk?
Oh, sure. So it's a global role. I have a team in multiple places on the globe, and with a heavy attention on automation. And if there's an opportunity to auto remediate something, when things break, we want to be able to have it detected and auto remediated and up and running again probably before the customer knows. And that's the ideology behind that. So we leverage that, and we look for all the room for improvement in our software development lifecycle. And I'm really proud to have a global team and some stellar team members within my team.
Awesome. I'm sure they'll be glad to hear that. Thank you. And so, we're looking at ServiceNow specifically. How is ServiceNow adding value to Blackhawk Network?
Yeah, Ben, ServiceNow is our go-to platform for all things IT. I mean, it's no surprise that our corp IT has built a lovely backbone of all things in the service catalog, help desk, and wait, there's a lot more. When we take the charge on incident problem management, that's within my realm, and so I have a heavy investment through the Snow integration we have, and I'm super proud of the processes we've built and have invested in. For example, one of the key things that I built is we have several things that get changed on daily, weekly basis. Services, applications. They could be consumer facing, partner facing, and it's daunting to track them all. But each one has a configuration item. And I have a lovely dashboard we've created that tracks incidents caused by change. And what's nice about this is any day of the week we can review the incident dashboard and talk about how the performance of our SDLC is going and give feedback to our positive improvement. And to spell it out a bit, you can tell which teams are the high performers and work on the teams that need to perform better, and it helps drive SRE and influence better improvement in the software development lifecycle.
Nice, excellent. And any exciting ServiceNow projects that are currently undergoing?
Well, it's a continuum. From my team side, we're always refining and looking for better ways to service our problem management cycle, and anything we can do to help use the tool itself within a automation phase, we're going to do it.
Nice. And obviously, I'm thinking here, your current role, but also previous. When you're implementing ServiceNow or any other platform you've been involved with, I suppose, what are some of the key learns that you would pass on to people sort of embarking on a digital transformation journey?
Yeah, this is applicable to just about any enterprise implementation, but you want to invest in a platform, the learning, the training sessions amongst it, and then you want to hire good people and deliver incrementally. Don't boil the ocean with a large, humongous project. Take it off in small bites, and you'll deliver in the journey day by day.
Awesome. Now, as as we spoke about before, ServiceNow key learns, but also kind of mentorship is a very big part of this podcast. You've had a great career. You've experienced a lot of different things in your time. What were some of the tipping points in your career as you've gone through this journey?
Yeah. So Ben, this area is a soft spot for me. It's a little tough. I always like to remind people we're all one accident from a less than positive change in our lifestyle. And in my case, I lost my spouse to cancer about 10 years ago, and it made me reevaluate, what's important. So sorry to go low on that, but I just wanted to share that. Always be humble.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. No, that makes sense. And I can imagine that's being able to sort of get through that kind of adversity as well is obviously something, and being humble through that is key. So on that note, sort of looking back, what sort of advice would you give to your younger self embarking on a journey to directorship?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think one of the great learnings in my career is don't be afraid to make mistakes. And when you have an opportunity to do something maybe a little bit out there, maybe possibly think it's crazy a little bit, I suggest you think twice and go do it, because it's investing in yourself and testing areas that you may not think that are possible for your success. And I find that is helpful in driving more innovation and avoidance of stagnation of your career.
Indeed. I think, what was it, Richard Branson said, wasn't it? It's kind of, if someone offers you a great opportunity, say yes, then work out how to do it. So I'm sure there are certain boundaries to that, but it's I like the thought behind it. Awesome. Well, look, I think there's some great advice there for our listeners. As we come to a close, is there anything else you'd like to add regarding sort of your team or Blackhawk at all?
Wow. Well, here's the door. I'm opening it up. I'm always looking for good talent, and I'm always there to assist entrepreneurs in their journey. I'm just a LinkedIn connection away, and just knock on the door and we'll talk.
Excellent stuff. We'll do. I'm sure you'll get a few LinkedIn connections after this podcast. So, Martin, thank you very much for your time. This has been great.
Thank you, Ben.
AI in Action is brought to you by Alldus International, covering your business's staffing, consulting, and networking needs. Alldus offer an exec search program. Alldus can help you discover how data science and AI can transform your company. With our unrivaled network of C-suite executives and senior AI professionals, we offer retained search services across the US and Europe. Get the Alldus advantage. Become a member of the Alldus community and enjoy some of the following: AI meetups. Once a month, our community gathers to listen to some of the leading experts in the world of data science and AI. Our speakers come from all over the world, including Dublin, Boston, and Frankfurt. We also have our AI mentors. Our experts will provide mentoring to Alldus members. And don't forget our AI in Action podcast. Each week we have guests from all over the world talking us through their education, career, and more. Become an Alldus member and get the Alldus advantage. For more information and to sign up for our newsletter, log on to www.alldus.com. That's www.alldus.com. Alldus International, empowering through AI.